Do you attend school on Saturdays? Do you attend school on Saturdays? Now keep in mind, when there is an S at the end of Saturday, this means that we're talking about all Saturdays. Every Saturday in the month, every Saturday in the year. We're not just talking about one Saturday. Do you have school on Saturdays? Do you have school on Saturdays? Is there school on Saturday? Now here there isn't another S, so we're just talking about one Saturday, this coming Saturday. Is there school on Saturday? Is there school on Saturday? I clean my car every Saturday. I clean my car every Saturday. Now, because I've said every here, I'm talking about not just this Saturday, but all Saturdays in the month or year. I clean my car every Saturday. I wash my car every Saturday. I wash my car every Saturday. I wash my car every Saturday. I get my car cleaned on Saturdays. I get my car cleaned on Saturdays. So when I say I get my car cleaned on Saturdays, this means that it is done for me. So either I take my car to a place that washes cars. It might be one of those drive-through places where you just drive your car through the machine. And so although you're driving, you're not doing the washing. The machine is doing the washing. So you could say, I get my car cleaned on Saturdays. That also refers to if somebody else is cleaning your car. Maybe, I don't know, your niece or your nephew cleans your car on Saturdays. You take it from your house or where your car is parked to where your niece or nephew is, and they clean it. So you get your car cleaned on Saturdays by someone else. So when you use get, that's what that refers to, and it applies here as well. My car gets washed every Saturday. My car gets washed every Saturday. Now notice I've changed the verb here from clean to wash, to clean, to wash. It's the same thing. And instead of saying Saturdays, I say every Saturday. It's the exact same. We're talking about all Saturdays. He doesn't watch TV except for on Saturdays. He doesn't watch TV except for on Saturdays. Okay, so Saturdays are the only day of the week when he watches TV. He doesn't watch TV except for on Saturdays. That's the only day of the week. He only watches TV on Saturdays. He only watches TV on Saturdays. So Saturdays are the only day of the week that he watches TV. He only watches TV on Saturdays. The story of good and evil. The story of good and evil. Another word for story is tale. You hear this word commonly with children books. You might buy a book with children's stories in them, but they might also, maybe it's a book with many stories, and so it'll say children's stories will be part of the title, but it also might say tales for children. A story is a tale, the tale of good and bad. Or you might say, it's a tale of good and bad. You might be talking about a specific story, maybe Snow White. It's a tale of good and bad. Good and bad things happening. Snow White, the tale of good and bad. I believe your story. I believe your story. Now, in English, there's a common saying that there's 3 sides to every story. So if something happened between you and I, there's my story, what I believe happened. There's your story, what you believe happened. So your perspective and my perspective. And then there's the third side, which is what really happened. So it's a common phrase. And so something might happen between you and maybe we're arguing. And let's see. I said that I prepared the coffee this morning, but you said that you prepared the coffee this morning. And your friend comes in and she says, I believe you prepared the coffee. She chooses between the 2 of us. I believe your story. You prepared the coffee. Now we might be talking about a long story or a short story. Is the story long or short? Is the story long or short? If we were talking about Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, is the story long or short? It's long. It's a long story. There was a man, he lived, he died. That is a short story. I've heard that story before. I've heard that story before. That's something you'll hear at work quite often, around the water cooler, as we say, because you might be in your office all day, but you go to the water cooler to take a break and grab some water, and that's where that saying, around the water cooler, comes from. And so people will be chatting, telling stories, sharing the news. They'll say, oh, I've heard that story before. Or I heard about that. That might be something you hear a lot, actually. You're talking about the news and someone says, this is what happened yesterday, and you say, oh, I heard about that. Or a friend told me about that. A friend told me about that. You are so mean. You are so mean. That's a common one among children. Toddlers, which are, 2 years old, 3 years old, 4, 5. You're so mean. Or you aren't very nice. You aren't very nice. Or what a mean thing to do. What a mean thing to do. Or this is very common among kids. He didn't mean to hurt anyone. Maybe 2 kids, sister talking about her brother. He didn't mean to hurt anyone. Today I've read sentences from our ebook, 10,000 Conversational English Sentences, which will be published later this year. Make sure to follow our channel as we'll be posting the link to purchase it soon. And finally, my tip for the day is practice speaking English daily. It's so important when you're learning a new language that you practice. You have to practice so you get familiar with it. So practice speaking English every single day. Even if it's only 5 minutes, invest that time in yourself because you need to use it. You need to think it. You need to train your brain to think in English, to connect things in English. You've got to do it every day. So if you can, an hour, 2 hours, however much time you can commit, but even if it's only 5 minutes, give yourself that time. Join us with these videos. We'll practice our pronunciation together on your way to work, on your on your walk to school. We'll practice together, and with time, you will be a master at English. You will be able to pronounce anything. So I'm going to start by reading each sentence slowly, again to help you tune your ear for that native pronunciation. And then I'll read it quickly, as us native English speakers tend to speak a lot faster. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I certainly hope that every one of you hears this often, hopefully as a result of you doing kind things every day, all year long. Oh goodness, I think it's just such a great way to start this video. It's so important. And of course, everyone has the right to seek happiness. Everyone has the right to seek happiness. Don't forget this, everyone. Everyone has the right to seek happiness in life. Never, never forget this. Do what makes you happy. It's Sunday today, or it's Sunday today. I know a lot of people in the English world, in North America, in Europe, we love Sundays. I know I certainly do. It's one of my days off of the week. And so it is very rare, I think, that you would hear someone say, I hate Sundays. I hate Sundays. Unless it's a woman whose husband watches American football every Sunday. I guess, yeah, that is not so fun. But you know what? When my husband used to watch football every Sunday, that was my day to do whatever I wanted. So I actually loved Sundays, and I hope you ladies out there do too. I am free on Sunday. I'm free on Sunday. Or I am never home on Sundays. I'm never home on Sundays. And that is true for me. I'm never home on Sundays because I am out and about. It is my free day and I'm out having fun. I don't usually have to work on Sundays. Yes, you will hear this often in the Western world. A common work week is from Monday to Friday. I don't usually have to work on Sundays. Or he is always home on Sundays. He is always home on Sundays, and yes, a lot of men in the world are, because it's football day. I think I accidentally saw something at the office that I wasn't supposed to see. So this is really common. I'm happy to see this here in the book, because this happens often, not just at the office, but at home, anywhere. You might see something that you weren't supposed to see. And it's a bit of a predicament. It's a problem. You don't know what to do. I think I accidentally saw something at the office that I wasn't supposed to see. I cunningly averted my gaze and remained speechless. I cunningly averted my gaze and remained speechless. So you were speechless, you didn't have anything to say. When you taste something, you eat or drink a little of it to see what it is like. Absolutely, this is so true. I'm going to change this to it's because that would be more common. When you taste something, you eat or drink a little of it to see what it's like. Taste or drink a little bit of it, just to see if we'll like it. Taste or drink a little bit of it, just to see if we'll like it. Taste or drink a little bit of it, just to see if we'll like it. He wondered how long that would take. John is listening to this video and he's wondering how long it's going to take to finish it. And I'm telling you, it's going to be 15 minutes. 15 minutes of practicing our pronunciation to improve our pronunciation in English. He wondered how long that would take. It'll take 15 minutes. No one will save us unless we save ourselves. No one will save us unless we save ourselves. So it's up to us to save ourselves. Uh-oh. He gave the police a false name and address. He gave the police a false name and address. 2 teams competed for the prize. 2 teams competed for the prize. Which subject do you like best? So this is really common. This is something we ask children a lot about their schooling. Which subject do you like best? Do you like math? History? Which is your favorite, we might say? Which is your favorite? We have a wide choice of books. We might also say we have a wide range of books. Maybe you get to the library and they say, we have a wide range of books. We have books about history, about travel, self-help, entertainment. We have a wide range of books. Did you study a lot last month? Did you study a lot last month? Oh, this is common. This happens a lot in conversations when people are talking and somebody wants to interject with their opinion. Can I just say something? Can I just say something? And this is also really common, though I'm going to change it to can't. I can't tell you that. That's a secret. I can't tell you that. That's a secret. Or you might also say, it's a secret. Maybe we're planning a special birthday party for you. And you say, what are we going to do for my birthday? How are we going to celebrate? I can't tell you that. It's a secret. You have to wait till your birthday. Oh, this is common. You're not going out wearing that, often with parents to their children. You're not going out wearing that. They don't like what they're wearing. They don't like what they're wearing. They don't like what they're wearing. Maybe it's winter and they think they're leaving the house without a jacket and they're just wearing shorts and a t-shirt and it's snowing outside. You're not going out wearing that. Put on a jacket. Put on some pants. It's too cold. This is also really common. I think this will be really useful for Yelena's followers. I wonder why she is so worried. We talk about people in our daily lives. We're concerned about them, the people we care about, their well-being. I wonder why she is so worried. Does it snow a lot in the winter? It does where I'm from. Does it snow a lot in the winter? Do you get a lot of snow? I didn't mean to spy, but you were so involved in your discussion. I didn't mean to spy, but you were so involved in your discussion. So maybe you're at work and you need to go to your boss's office or your colleague's office, let's say, and you have something urgent that you need to talk to your colleague about. So you're standing outside the door of their office, but they're inside and inside their office talking to someone else, and they're really involved in their discussion. And you don't mean to spy. You really need to talk to that colleague, so you stand at the door and wait. If she had a serious argument with someone, that person was unlikely to stay alive for long. Uh-oh. If she had a serious argument with someone, that person was unlikely to stay alive for long. So now that doesn't mean necessarily that the person is going to pass away, but it means it's going to be a challenge. She's going to win the argument. If she has a serious argument with someone, that person was unlikely or is unlikely to stay alive for long. They're not going to be able to handle it. They're not going to be able to handle it. They're not going to be able to handle it. He stroked her cheek tenderly. He stroked her cheek tenderly. Who could untie the knot? Who could untie the knot? My friend misunderstood me, and I felt upset and frustrated. Sorry. I felt upset and frustrated. My friend misunderstood me. So they didn't understand you correctly. And I felt upset and frustrated. He was angry, but he hid his feelings from others. He was angry, but he hid his feelings from others. Oh, this is really common in life and in movies, actually. I want you to find out what he's hiding. I want you to find out what he's hiding. Maybe your son is acting like he's up to something, like he's been mischievous, sorry. And you want your daughter to find out. I want you to find out what he's hiding. Maybe he's done something wrong and he's hiding it from you. Or maybe he's physically hiding something. Maybe he has candy that you don't know about and he's hiding it from you. He was in an excited, happy mood. He was in an excited, happy mood. Her body is in good shape. Her body is in good shape. Keep quiet and don't talk too much. This is really useful for Yelena's followers because this happens. This happens in life. Maybe you're in a library and the librarian says, keep quiet and don't talk too much. You might say that to children. Maybe you're walking somewhere and you don't want to disturb the people around you. Maybe they're meditating or practicing yoga. So when you walk by them, you say, keep quiet and don't talk too much. Have you decided whether you want to buy a new or a used car? This is great to see because this is so common. People are always talking about this when they decide to buy a new car. Are they going to buy used or new? Have you decided whether you want to buy a new or used car? Oh, this is great to see. This is really common. I think this is common all over the world. People say this in one way or another. Everything happens for a reason, whether or not we know what it is. This is really helpful for Yelena's followers. I'm really glad to see it in the book because people say that so often. Often they just say everything happens for a reason. Whether we know what it is or not, this is true. Everything happens for a reason. It's what many of us believe. I rejected his suggestion. I rejected his suggestion. Suggestion. He was furious because that girl rejected him. Uh-oh. That'll happen. He was furious because that girl rejected him. So maybe he asked her out on a date and she said no, she rejected him. Every cause or action has an effect of some kind, whether we can see it and whether we like it or not. That's a good one. That's a really good one. I definitely believe in that, and I think many people do. Every cause or action has an effect of some kind, whether we can see it and whether we like it or not.